Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hivemind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Folks, at this point, the trend is absolutely clear. There is something happening, something forming here. There's a door of opportunity here opening up for Donald Trump like we've never seen before. We've heard all of this talk over the years, how we're trending more left. The cultural leftist takeover post-Obama was simply too powerful, and now states are inevitably trending leftward. Texas pretty soon is going to be a left-wing state. Georgia's going to be a left-wing state. Those are the stories that we've been hearing from all the elections experts. But Texas remains strong red. Georgia's flipped back spectacularly, at least according to the polling data. It seems like Donald Trump regained the state and then some post-2020 shock. And well, Florida's become a Republican stronghold. So where is this left-wing trend? The answer is kind of nowhere to be found. But the opposite phenomenon, the one that I was just describing with all those states shifting right, well, that phenomenon might be happening more than ever before. It seems as though Trump is picking up his stride here. It's really just only good news these days. We got a bunch of stuff to get into, but this video is actually brought to you guys by a sponsor, so let's first play that clip. This video is brought to you guys by our friends at American Hartford Gold. Folks, we're facing uncertain times. It's been a real rocky 3 years. Politicians have a spending problem, printing endless trillions, then of course leaving you the tab in the form of inflation, the most insidious tax of all. The cost of goods and services continues to rise, and during times like this, one of the best ways to protect your hard-earned cash is by investing in physical assets. In this case, precious metals, gold and silver. That's where American Hartford Gold comes into play, the highest rated gold company in America, with gold prices through the roof once again hitting an all-time high, currently at almost $2,200 an ounce. Now's the time to give them a call. With one phone call, they could deliver physical gold and silver straight to your doorstep, or they'll have it delivered directly into your 401k or IRA. And best of all, you could take advantage of the current promotion, where you could receive up to $5,000 of free silver on qualifying first orders. All you need to do is call 844-440-1005. Again, that's 844-440-1005, or text Hivemind one word to 65532. That's 65532. As usual, a huge thank you to American Hartford Gold, always protecting us from the insidious tax of inflation. Alright folks, so like I was saying, the trend's obviously going in one direction. When's the last time you heard of a big district or a big state showing concrete signs of a serious political shift leftward? It hasn't happened. Well, it has happened. It happened in, let's call it, the 2010 era. But since then, well, it just hasn't been a phenomenon. But states and districts surging rightward, well, it seems to be a continued recent phenomenon. Here we go, take a look at this. Donald Trump and New York Representative Anthony D'Esposito surge 7 points ahead in traditional Dem stronghold. Huge political shifts in the middle of Democrat country. Donald Trump and Long Island GOP Representative Anthony D'Esposito are 7 percentage points ahead of their foes in New York's 4th Congressional District, a traditional Democrat stronghold, a new internal poll shows. A McLaughlin and Associates survey conducted last month and paid for by D'Esposito's campaign shows the former NYPD detective leading challenger and ex-Hempstead town supervisor Laura Gillen 45 to 38%, and ex-President Trump beating Joe Biden at 51 to 44% in the Nassau County District. This is huge. The conversation went from Texas is going to turn into a blue state to the Democrats might be on the verge of turning New York into a toss-up state. Now, of course, we're not there yet. Frankly, we're not even close to there. But if the trend continues, we might get there quite quick. New York in the 2020 era was a place that voted for whoever had a D next to their name at a 20-plus point margin. As a Democrat in New York, you don't lose in a general election by less than 20 points. But now, all of a sudden, we're seeing Democrat leads that are under 10 points, plus 8, plus 10, plus 9. And it's not just one poll, it's been several. Just take a look at the average. Look how it's trending to a closer and closer race. Joe Biden might only win New York by 7 points. A state that I think he won by 23 back in the 2020 election. We're talking about going from plus 23 to possibly plus 7. That's a slashing of roughly 15 points in the span of 3.5 years. The election map is opening up like never before, and no longer is that a fringe, crazy thing to say because it's not just a couple polls. In Virginia, it's not just a couple polls showing that these two candidates are statistically tied in a head-to-head matchup. It's not just one poll showing New York within 10 points. It's multiple polls, and now another another poll, this time specifically from Nassau County, that's this place right over here, a place that in 2020, if we take a look at the results, voted for Joe Biden over Donald Trump by nearly 10 points. Well, that 10-point Biden lead might have flipped to a +7 Trump lead. That is an insane shift. You don't see shifts like that so often, but this election cycle, I mean, at this point, they're a dime a dozen. Again, we are seeing evidence that suggests that Donald Trump is about to skyrocket like never seen before. And this is what I've been saying forever. You know, Democrats and all their shills on Twitter have been pretending as if this election's been over for the last 8 months. One favorable news day and Donald Trump is done, constantly looking at the current state of the news instead of looking at the whole picture. Joe Biden has more money than Donald Trump. Donald Trump's going broke, and Letitia James is going to steal whatever he's got left. That might have been true in your leftoid brain at the time, but the reality has always been that the election hadn't even started. Donald Trump wasn't even on the campaign trail back then. You know, the campaign just started. That awful judge in New York had him trapped there. He couldn't even leave the state to campaign. Well, now that the case is over, Trump is officially campaigning. And all of a sudden, as you take a look at all the forecasts and predictions from all of the best polling outlets out there, well, this is what it's looking like. That certainly seems like a Trump surge to me. I think it's fair to say that the campaign officially started on Saturday, June 1st, 2024, during the UFC 302 event, right after the guilty verdict, when Trump hit the venue floor to a massive collective patriotic roar. So let's say we're going on the 3rd week of the campaign here, and already it's been quite the performance. I think absolutely epic would be the right words.
He's not a smart person. He has no idea. He can't find the stairs to a stage. See all the stairs we have? We got more stairs here. They're all over the place. How the hell do you not find him? You can walk in any direction, and yet you ever watch him? He goes like this. And then he... Never forget, our enemies want to take away my freedom because I will never, ever let them take away your freedom. That's why I'm here. Under crooked Joe Biden, the world is in flames, our border is overrun, inflation is raging, Europe is in total chaos, the Middle East is exploding, Iran is emboldened, China is on the march, and the worst, most incompetent, most corrupt president in history. If you come here from another country and try to bring jihadism or anti-Americanism or anti-Semitism to our campuses, we will immediately deport you. You'll be out of that school.
The man is free, the man is unleashed, ready to rock and roll, ready to campaign. I think there's a decent chance that the election map seriously opens up here. Minnesota is in play, Virginia's in play, and New York is trending towards competitive. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I guess I just never expected those words to come out of my mouth. But it's true, that's what's happening, and leftoids are seething. That's pretty much the video. That's what I got for you guys. Hopefully you did. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.